Resident Evil 4 is the fourth game in the Resident Evil series, but it is not the fourth game in the Resident Evil series.
Guess that's the locals' way of breaking the ice.
No bullshit. You had Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. Then for the Dreamcast, you had Resident Evil Code Veronica, and then finally for the PlayStation 1, you had Resident Evil Survivor, some type of first-person goopiness. So that makes Resident Evil 4, I believe, the sixth game in the Resident Evil series. Wrap your head around that.
Sorry it took so long.
2005, Capcom released Resident Evil 4 strictly for the GameCube, and it was such a smash hit that they ported it to literally fucking everything else. I mean, seriously. The main character of Resident Evil 4 is Leon Kennedy. That's right, the cop from Resident Evil 2. It is his second official outing in the Resident Evil universe. And it's been 6 years since the destruction of Raccoon City, and he has become a Secret Service agent for the president. His job is to guard or protect or watch over the president's teenage daughter, Ashley. But somewhere along the lines, she gets kidnapped and gets taken away, I believe, to Spain. They never actually say it, but
Lárgate, cabrón.
I think that's Spanish. He goes in by himself in a solo rescue mission. Once he gets into this village, though, he finds out that things have gone terribly weird and wrong. These villagers are instantly hostile, and everything is out to kill him. And this game has a lot of ways for Leon to die. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sit here and we're going to go through the story and we're going to see all the different ways that Leon can meet a gruesome end. The first person you meet instantly swings an axe. You kill him, and then you are immediately jumped by everybody else. And they attack you with farm equipment. The first way Leon will meet his gruesome end is with farm tools. Kind of anticlimactic. It's the first one. We got plenty to get through. Once you make it into the actual village itself, you are immediately swarmed once again by dozens of these dudes. One of them has a chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Bet you know where this is gonna go. That was nasty. That's awesome. After you escape from those dudes, you make your way through various different farms and other different houses, killing dudes along the way. But then you come to like this little crosswalk here, and these dudes throw a big giant Indiana Jones type boulder here. Gotta tap the button to run if you're not quick enough. Smush! You open up a cupboard inside this house and it's got a dude all tied up and whatnot. So you untie this guy and then you meet what you think is a boss battle, the Big Cheese.
Perfect. The Big Cheese. What?
But no, he just knocks you the fuck out and ties you and Lewis back up together now. Good job, Leon. Little bit of backstory, a little bit of exposition. But then all of a sudden, this dude busts in with a big old axe.
Hey boy, I'm not done. Do something, cop.
After you.
You better hit that button or... Splat. You break out of that, and Lewis runs off, making your way through various structures throughout this village and whatnot, until you come across a big old lake that you gotta cross. And he sees a couple of these crazy villagers dumping a body into the lake, and then they take off. For what? Walk down to the dock, and if you shoot the water, Well, that sucks. You get inside the boat and you start traveling, and then you are immediately attacked by the giant alligator fish thing. You've been throwing spears like he's Moby Dick or whatever, but when you finally kill him and he starts sinking, it turns out one of these spears has a rope attached to it, and it wraps around your leg, and you gotta cut free. Oh no! What if you don't cut it? Suck. That sucks. Drowning would be the worst so far. It should be said now that your main villain in this game is a cult leader named Osman Sadler, and he has infected the villagers with some sort of prehistoric parasite thing that gives him mind control and whatnot over them. It's implied that Leon has been infected with the parasite. And oh no, I'm changing. Ah! Oh, but it's all a dream, so it doesn't count. Whatever, he's fine. He wakes up and he's like, oh shit, it's dark now. I better keep going. You see a church and you're like, that's probably where they're holding her, or at least that's a place of interest to investigate. But there's wild dogs out there and you better watch out! They'll rip your goddamn throat out. You make it inside the church, and sure enough, Ashley's in there. Hooray! Also, the first time you meet the main bad guy here, who just pretty much comes out and says, ha ha ha, you can run, but you can't hide, because I've already infected you both, blah blah blah. So after a narrow escape, you are running once again. This time you got Ashley, who you've got to protect. If she dies, it's game over. You are being chased by a giant mob of these dudes.
Say it, but we're sandwiched all right. Quick, in that cabin!
Go inside the house, and it turns out Lewis is there. He also had the same idea.
Leon! Small world, eh?
Then starts a big, intense shootout where all these dudes mob the house. This is where your accuracy needs to be on point. Because if you shoot Lewis...
Adios, Leon.
Motherfucker. After that, you escape with Ashley. Lewis takes off again and says, I've got to go do something. You guys go on ahead. And then you come across this big warehouse place, and you're like, all right, I'm going to go check it out. You stay out here, Ashley.
You better stay outside. Ashley, go hide.
Yeah.
Go inside, and it turns out that big Mendez dude is in there. The big cheese is in there. And he ain't fucking around this time. And now sets up big old boss fight, but not for a little QTE, little quick time event time. If you don't hit this button, Mendez will end the game. You do more running around with Ashley still getting chased around by these dudes. And you're like, shit, we got nowhere else to go. Better go hide in this giant castle here. Nothing bad could happen in there.
On the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Whatever. So you go in there and your enemies have gone from looking like villagers to now these robed, weird priest dudes. It is also to be said now that these parasites, after you shoot their head off, can manifest this big gross thing that comes out of their head. But look out, because these things will bite your fucking head off. You make your way through the castle with Ashley, and it turns out this place is not the safe haven you thought it was. This place is weird as shit. You come to this part in this castle where your path is blocked by fire, and you have to go into this underground lair. It's called a prison, but it looks more like a little dungeon that only houses one person. I call him the Blind Dweller because he's blind and he dwells down here. He also has big, giant motherfucking Wolverine claws. The only way to hurt this guy is shoot the parasite that's protruding from his back, but getting behind him is kind of an issue, and if you aren't quick enough, that sucks. He'll stab you in the face.